y'all. So my back is feeling a little bit better. So I decided that I would show you guys some of the finer details of how to play soccer. As you may have seen my other videos, I've just shown a bunch of highlights of the games that I've been playing and gotten into a little bit of the psychology behind soccer through interviews and such. But I thought I'd take this moment to tell you guys some of the finer details of the more technical aspect of it. So first up will be about one of the most fundamental and basic building blocks of soccer and how to and one of the most important ones in the game nowadays, which is passing. Passing is when you kick the ball controlled to your teammates, and then preferably moving into a better position on the field to receive the ball, which I'll get into later. The first part of passing is that you have to feel comfortable with the ball, so then you don't just kick it willy-nilly. As you saw in the last video, Jeff got nailed in the head because it was even though it was just messing around, it wasn't really a controlled ball. One of the first parts of passing is where to hit it with your foot. So, to show you guys, I don't know if you can see, but you want to pass with the side of your foot, yeah? Most importantly, not the toes, because the toes are squishy and can bend easily, yeah? And it's hard to control the power of a toe ball. Two, it's more dangerous for yourself, and you don't have as much control over it. And three is when you pass, you want the ball to go to your teammate and not to the other team, because if you're in possession, then that means you have an opportunity to score. Yeah? So passing is all about with the side of the foot. Yeah? You want to hit the ball sideways. You want to turn your hips towards the where you want to pass. You want to swing your leg through is the most important bit. Yeah? Remembering to hit it with the side of your foot. Now, I notice for new players, they tend to, they aren't comfortable with the movement, but that goes away over time once you build up muscle memory of the movement of actually how to pass. Yeah, so. When you are passing, you want to remember to turn your hips towards where you want to pass. Place your foot next to the ball and swing through with the side of your foot. Yeah? Swing through with the side of your foot. And that's pretty much passing. Let me know if you guys have any questions. That's pretty much it. Bye. Hey y'all, so next we're gonna learn how to trap the ball. To trap the ball is to control the ball in a way that makes the ball come to a stop, so then you can either pass or to shoot slash dribble, So to trap the ball you have to, again, feel comfortable with the ball. Now for new players I would recommend playing around with the ball until you can dribble and touch the ball without looking at the ball, like looking up or having your eyes closed. It's especially important to do this at a young age, so then your body can build up the muscle memory of the movements. To trap the ball, I'll just be showing you one example of trapping, one of my favorites. Well, actually, I'll show you two. The first will be an air trap, which is how to just, when the ball is coming from way up high and it's dropping, to just drop your foot like a sponge and to stop the ball in front of you. The second will be the side of the foot trap, like for if you receive a pass from your teammate, then you would trap it like so. So to trap the ball effectively, you want to drop your foot and cushion the ball as it's falling. And you want to, if you want to control where the ball's going, you want to arc your foot upwards like an angle, and to just drop your foot down. It's also better to drop your body weight. So the second one is, if a pass is coming to you, you want to trap the ball with like a V shape with your foot, the pass trap. So you would trap it like that, yeah. So you want to make sure either your body's between the ball, so it doesn't go behind you, or you want to just be on your toes. Always on your toes. Nice and trap, and then it's at your feet, yeah? That's pretty much it for passing. What I notice a lot of young players, when they're starting out, is that they tend to either toe ball or this is trapping, to either kick at the ball because they don't feel comfortable with the whole dropping motion of like the sponge, or to stick their foot out where they think the ball is going to be, and then having to run and go get it because the ball goes by them, because their body wasn't faced towards between the ball and the goal or whatever, So it's important as a young player or a player who's starting out to, when you're trapping, is to get your body behind the ball, so then when the ball's coming at you, even if you miss, then your body will still be in the way of the ball when you're trapping, yeah? And one of the few things to remember about trapping is, like for chest traps, or like for head traps, like knee traps, feet traps, as long as you don't use your hands, it's legal, yeah? Another thing I see younger players doing is they shy away or they flinch away from the ball, which is actually more dangerous than to go at the ball and meet it halfway, It's when they shy away or when you duck out of the way, there's more of a chance that you'll, since it's not a controlled situation, there's more of a chance that you'll get nailed or pegged or wailed on, like. So it's important to not be fearless, but to be confident around the ball. Like, it's not gonna hurt as much as you think it will, and especially if it's coming in the air, you wanna either chest trap it or bring your leg up really high and then do the dropping sponge trap. That's pretty much it for trapping. I guess we'll move on to shooting. Actually, heading. Okay. For heading, you want to hit it. Heading is very difficult. There are two types of headers. One is a defensive header, and the other is an offensive header. Now, a defensive header is when you pop the ball up, while an offensive header is when you throw yourself at the ball and you either shoot from a corner kick or you put it towards the goal from a corner kick or free kick or whatever, or a cross. Most times in higher level games, this is like the more likely way that people are going to be shooting or just scoring at least. So it's all fun to whale the ball as hard as you can at the goal. And watch it shoot in past the goalkeeper, but it's also important to keep this in your arsenal because one, it gives you more control over the ball and where you want it to go, and also it can give you more opportunities to score. So heading, the most important part about heading is to be safe and not to give yourself a concussion. Most players, myself included, go in with the eyes closed. You want to keep your eyes open. Now this will take a bit of practice to get used to, but it's important to keep your eyes open because that way, if there's any fluctuations in the ball's movement as it's coming towards your head, then you can adjust accordingly and not, get pegged in the face, which sucks. So once you get past that, it's pretty simple. Is the hairline is the hardest part of your head, yeah? And so that's where you want to head the ball, yeah? A trick that helps me is if you're to either, for a defensive header, you want to throw your head up boop, and bop it up, yeah? Or for an offensive header, you want to tighten your neck muscles like that, think of it also helps when you're heading is to put your hands out and to pull them back. Yeah? You want to hit with the like that, yeah? So that's how you head, pretty much. Head the ball. I would advise not learning how to, as a younger player, to head the ball all the time, but to at least get used to the feeling of keeping your eyes open and having the possibility of being able to head. So that way, in your later years, it really helps with technical skills and whatnot. That's pretty much it for heading. next up will be shooting. Now I talked a little bit about this before. Is from crosses, from traps. You can't win a game without scoring, and to score you have to learn how to shoot. Now most people will just close their eyes and toe ball the heck out of the ball, and as hard as they can, which is okay, but it won't work as well as if you actually learn how to shoot. Also, there's a chance that you'll hurt your toesies. So, to shoot, you want to hit it, not with the side of your foot, but at an angle, where your laces are usually. So, here, along this bone, you want to hit it. I'll just show you how to hit it normally. So, you want to hit it think of a line, rope, down the middle. You want to hit it smack dab in the middle, yeah? That way, so if you hit it below the line, it'll go up, or if you hit it over the line, it'll have a lot of topspin. And so either it'll dip or it will just fly across the ground. The best part about hitting it in the middle is that you have the most control. And so if you want to hit it to the side or the right, that's how you put it in the corners, and to shoot, you want to run up at the ball, place your foot next to the ball, parallel, keep your shoulders and head down, and swing through the ball. It helps to bring your shoulders through, so whew, whew, whew. Yeah. It's pretty important to know how to shoot correctly, because if you don't, then in your later years, either you won't be able to play as well, or you'll injure yourself. So it's important to learn how to shoot correctly. As I said before, you want to hit it with the top of your foot, the side top of your foot where this bone is. Not on the side or on the top of your foot, but on the side, angled. Yeah? Like that. And you also want to follow through. Follow through is to bring your foot through the ball and to continue the momentum, so then you can get as much, the optimal power through the shot, yeah? So to follow through, you just want to remember to keep your, you don't want to just stop there. You want to continue the motion, yeah? Don't want to stop, no? Continue the motion, yeah? That way you can get a nice, powerful shot. That's pretty much it for today's lessons. I'll probably go over some other stuff later in the week. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next game I'll be playing this Sunday. So I'll record a little bit of that, and should be fun. Thanks.